We live in a world where everything seems to be just a click away. Instant information, instant food, instant entertainment. The age of instant gratification has arrived, and with it comes a promise of quick fixes for our desires and our emotions. Yet, despite this abundance of immediate pleasure, many of us feel more disconnected, more restless, and more unsure of our deeper purpose than ever before. In this fast-paced world, we've been conditioned to seek what feels good right now. But what if real fulfillment doesn't come from chasing fleeting moments of pleasure? What if true meaning in life doesn't lie in what we can experience in an instant, but in the deeper, more lasting fulfillment that comes from living with purpose? Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well." This powerful quote challenges us to rethink our approach to life. Instead of chasing happiness as the end goal, Emerson suggests that the real purpose of life is to make a difference through how we live, to live with honor, compassion, and usefulness. But how do we shift from a life of instant pleasures to one that is guided by deeper purpose? How do we navigate a world that constantly pushes us to seek temporary satisfaction, to pause and reflect on what truly matters? Let's explore this together. And if these reflections resonate with you, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the next step toward living with greater intention and purpose. In the age of instant gratification, the idea of long-term fulfillment might seem almost foreign. We're used to getting what we want quickly, whether it's a text message response, a snack from a vending machine, or a new movie to watch. The ability to satisfy our desires almost immediately has created a culture of impatience, where we're constantly seeking the next thing that will bring us pleasure. But think about it for a moment. How often do we find ourselves chasing these quick fixes, only to be left feeling unfulfilled once the initial pleasure fades? We might feel a rush of excitement from buying something new, indulging in a sweet treat, or scrolling through social media. But soon enough, the high fades and we're left feeling the same emptiness we started with. It's as if the more we seek these instant gratifications, the less content we become. This is where the concept of purpose comes in. While instant gratification can provide temporary pleasure, it rarely offers long-term fulfillment. True happiness, as Emerson suggests, isn't about feeling good in the moment, but about living a life that is useful, compassionate, and honorable. It's about striving to make a meaningful impact on the world around us, rather than simply seeking pleasure for ourselves. But how do we begin to find this deeper purpose in a world that values instant pleasure so highly? The first step is recognizing that purpose isn't something we can just acquire or stumble upon. It is something we cultivate. It requires patience, effort, and a willingness to go beyond the surface-level desires that often dominate our attention. Finding purpose means asking ourselves, what can I contribute? How can I make a difference? It's about shifting our focus from seeking immediate satisfaction to seeking long-term meaning. This doesn't mean that we have to give up moments of enjoyment or leisure, but it does mean that we must be intentional about what we choose to invest our time, energy, and resources in. Purpose is about being present with what truly matters, whether it's in our relationships, our work, or our personal growth. It's about doing things not just for our own pleasure, but for the well-being of others and for the greater good. This kind of life may not offer the same instant rush that comes with momentary pleasures, but it offers something far more valuable: lasting fulfillment. Think about the people who inspire you, the ones who have made a significant difference in the world, whether it's through their work, their kindness, or their dedication to a cause. Do they seem to be seeking constant pleasure, or do they seem to be driven by something greater than themselves? Most likely they are motivated by purpose, not by the desire for instant gratification. Take someone like Mother Teresa, for example. She devoted her life to serving the poor and the sick in the most challenging conditions. Her life wasn't filled with momentary pleasures, but it was filled with deep meaning and purpose. She wasn't concerned with seeking personal happiness. She was concerned with making a difference in the lives of others. And in doing so, she found a fulfillment that went far beyond the temporary highs of instant gratification. When we live with purpose, we are not only enriching our own lives, but we are also contributing to the well-being of others and to the world at large. This is the kind of fulfillment that brings lasting joy, a joy that comes from knowing that we are living in alignment with our values and our true potential. Now you might be asking yourself, how can I start living with more purpose in my own life? It starts with small shifts in perspective. Instead of asking, what can I get from this? Ask, how can I give? Instead of chasing fleeting pleasures, focus on what you can contribute, how you can grow, and how you can serve those around you. Living with purpose also means being intentional with your time. It's about finding meaning in the everyday moments, in the small acts of kindness, and in the work you do. It's about choosing to focus on what truly matters, even when it's not as immediately rewarding or satisfying. This doesn't mean that you should never indulge in the things that bring you joy or relaxation. It's important to enjoy life's pleasures, but the key is balance. True fulfillment comes when we make space for both moments of joy and moments of purpose. As we close this reflection, I want to leave you with a question. What would it look like for you to live with more purpose in the age of instant gratification? What small steps can you take today to shift your focus from seeking immediate pleasure to living a life that is useful, compassionate, and meaningful? Remember, happiness is not found in the next instant fix. It's found in the deeper, more lasting fulfillment that comes from living with intention and purpose. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss the next reflection on how to live a life of true meaning. Until next time, may your life be filled with purpose, and may you find peace in the journey toward making a difference.